Hey everyone, it's Ian here, and welcome back to my channel, Nostalgic Games. Today my little friend Heidi is here, and we are ready to play some Sims. I have been a longtime player of the Sims franchise. I was especially very fond of The Sims 2. It was a game that came out when I was in middle school, and I had so much fun playing it. And I recently saw that there's an ability to download a custom world created by a simmer by the name of Pleasant Sims. She has entirely recreated Pleasantview from The Sims 2 for The Sims 3, and I have to say it looks phenomenal. I'm really excited to put this world into my game and to try it out, and I'm going to take you guys along for the ride today as we're going to do some extended play in Pleasantview and see what these Sims are up to and if they resemble their former selves in The Sims 2. So starting off, you can download this world from Pleasant Sims' website. Her website is literally pleasantsims.com. And if you go to Sims 3 and the Downloads tab, you will come across the world of Pleasantview, where you can download her files and put them into your game, which is what I did. Now you will need to download the world, and then you will need to download one of her save files, and it is her save file that contains the entire world population. So you have to have both in order to get that seamless Sims 2 experience. And you don't have to have many expansion packs installed. So if you don't have a lot of expansion packs, this is definitely a world that you can play off of. So without further ado, let's go ahead and launch the game and get started. I am really excited to play this, to be completely honest with you. Oh, wow. This is so cool. So we are playing off of Don Lothario. I mean, we won't play off of him the whole time, but this is incredible. So I just have to soak this all in for a minute. So we are in Pleasantview. This is the condo district that came with the game, and it is amazing to see it in Sims 3 quality with an open world. This is so cool. We have the Caliente sisters over here, and look at them laughing. Oh, I am so happy. I haven't even looked at this entire world yet, and I am blown away. And we have the nostalgic rainbow that was in The Sims 2. This is fantastic. I just have to soak this all in right now. This is incredible. The fact that the layout is almost identical to that in The Sims 2 Pleasantview is just beyond amazing, and I really love the creative incorporation of all the rabbit holes from The Sims 3. Obviously, rabbit holes are a big component of The Sims 3 game, especially with the open world concept, so they have to be placed in the world in order to have all of the careers available, and I think it was done really well. Over here we have the stadium, we have the science lab, and if we cross the bridge, I think this takes us to like the military base for the astronaut and military careers. This is so awesome. And here we have the beautiful Goth home with the iconic backyard, and we have the wedding arch, and it looks like, oh, this is Cassandra, and oh, wow. Okay, in this game, Bella has passed away, which makes sense. I mean, she's abducted by aliens in The Sims 2, and she kind of just disappears from the game. But it makes sense that in this version, she would have had to have passed on in order to have her in the family tree. So I respect that. This is so cool. The builds are so reminiscent of The Sims 2. But you have this seamless open world, which is just so cool. I am honestly blown away by this. And look at how beautiful the neighborhood looks. I can't get over this. This is so amazing. Over here, we have the iconic swimming pool, some starter homes, looking back at the condo district. Over here is the trailer park where Brandy Broke lives. I mean, I'm calling it a trailer park. It's really not a trailer park. They're just very small homes. And over here, we can already see Brandy in the backyard where her poor husband, Skip, has passed away from drowning in the pool. Pretty crazy storyline, but she looks fantastic. She looks just like she did in The Sims 2, but even better with the new graphics quality. So I want to make sure that story progression is enabled, which I'm pretty sure it is. I have my NRaas mods on, and I'm making sure that story progression is enabled because I heard this is what makes this gameplay in this world especially fun. So this is where story progression really adds a lot of amazing, dynamic, and rich gameplay. So we're going to look in our general options, and it looks like it is already on, and I am going to have speed on fast, just because I want things to progress a little bit quicker than usual for the sake of this gameplay. So going back over to Don, let's check out his relationship panel. Is he engaged to Cassandra as he was? Oh wow, he is. Cassandra is his fiance, and obviously we don't have those little cutscenes like we did in The Sims 2 where Sims get married or can leave Sims at the altar, but I was never a big fan of the probability of Don and Cassandra getting together, so I think I'm going to go ahead and have Don give Cassandra a ring and go ahead and call off the engagement. So we're going to go ahead and invite her over, and hopefully she accepts. Loving the music.
True, no.
Sure, I'll come over in a little while. I have to admire this house. It is so well done. It looks very reminiscent as it did in the original Sims 2. And we have the iconic telescope where Bella Goth was abducted. Or allegedly abducted from. We really don't know. All right, so Cassandra is coming over. Here she is. Don, we're gonna go ahead and break it off. Let's go ahead and have Don confess to cheating. Cassandra is not happy. And now we're gonna go ahead and switch the gameplay over to Cassandra. This is what I really love about the NRaas mod, is it's really easy to shift from family to family. So we're gonna go ahead now and play off of Cassandra and have Cassandra actually be the one to call off the entire relationship. So we're gonna go ahead and make Cassandra active, and I am now playing off of the Goth household, and let's go ahead and have her break the relationship with Don. All right, Don, sorry, it's over. It's over, man. Don now has a cheater reputation. Oh, and look at this notification. Skip Broke has drowned. The pool looked so inviting, but Skip Broke should have stayed out of the water. This is crazy that we're even getting notifications in real time of his death, because in The Sims 2, he does die in the game. Obviously, he dies off-screen in The Sims 2, but the fact that we're getting this notification in real time with the story progression mod is phenomenal. This makes the gameplay in Pleasantview so much fun. So it looks like Cassandra is going to be heartbroken for a little bit. I mean, she now has the Betrayed modlet, and it says she's going to have this for 5 fucking days. But I want Cassandra to be able to know that she is loved and respected, and I want her to have a happy ending. So I'm going to go ahead and have her go out on a date with Darren, and it looks like there's already some romantic interest there, as there was in The Sims 2. So let's go ahead and have them go out on a date and get away from Don. I mean, he's a toxic person. So let's go ahead and check out one of these locations. We have the iconic park, Woodland Park, which was obviously in The Sims 2. So let's go ahead and have them go on a date out there. Sure, that sounds like fun. Let's meet there. Awesome. And here we go, driving through the town. Oh my gosh, this is iconic. Pleasant Sims, you did a phenomenal job on this world. I am absolutely blown away. I know you also gave credit to a friend by the name of Caleb. I think he did all of the builds for most of this world. Phenomenal job, both of you. Seriously, I am beyond impressed. And here is Darren. Let's go ahead and see if she can get with Darren and that they can have their happily ever after. I always loved the idea of pairing Darren and Cassandra together, the fact that Darren is in love with her and is a painter. I always envisioned that he had maybe like a beautiful portrait of her that he painted in his house to express his love and admiration for her. I really think that they kind of could be a power couple here in Pleasantview. And so funny, in the background we have the Pleasant family walking around. This is so cool. I know I keep saying how cool it is, but it is so amazing. Daniel Pleasant and then his daughter Lilith, and then their little beautiful iconic house over here. But let's focus back on Cassandra and Darren and see if we can get these two lovebirds together. So Cassandra is gonna go ahead and ask Darren if they want to be a couple. And he is agreeing. Darren has now become the boyfriend of Cassandra Goth. This is going really well. So I have gone ahead and switched control back over to Darren, and they are going to go ahead and just have a quaint little private wedding here in the park. So let's go ahead and make that happen with a private wedding.
Luister
Aww.
Tuja? Medav.
Si Paduni, Nash Dilo.
These two lovebirds are getting
tons of
married.
you.
How cute. Cassandra finally got her happy ever after. Alright, so Cassandra is going to go ahead and move into the Dreamer household. She is now Cassandra Dreamer. Cassandra has now gotten her happy ever after, and I am so happy for her. Let's go ahead and save our progress and play off of another family to speed up the story progression in this town. Alright, I think we're going to go to the Pleasant family next. They were a family that I did not play off of as much in The Sims 2. I was a little young when The Sims 2 came out, and I didn't really understand the whole dynamic of Daniel cheating on Mary Sue with the maid, but let's come in and see what kind of havoc and destruction is going on in this family. All right, here we have the iconic Pleasant house. I want to see, yeah, it's very, very, very reminiscent as to how it looked in The Sims 2. It's absolutely beautiful. It's got some nice European architecture to it, which I can really appreciate being someone who studied abroad in Europe for a few years. It's pretty building. All right, let's turn all the lights on. If there's one thing in The Sims 3 that's a little annoying, it's how dark things can get. So I definitely need to look into maybe a lighting mod. I do have a sky mod enabled, but I don't really have anything for the lighting. How interesting. So it looks like Mary Sue and Daniel are involved in a protest, and they're protesting something to do with the police force here in Pleasantview. And there is their misunderstood daughter, Lilith, who is the twin of Angela. And Angela is out here protesting too. Wow, this is an active family with politics. We have the classic Coral oldie over here. We have Brandy Broke. And there's Mortimer. Oh, wow. Mortimer looks great. He looks exactly as he did in The Sims 2. And of course, here is Mary Sue over here as well. This is really cool to see them being active in their community and protesting something. Well, I think this is an appropriate time for Darren to be honest with Mary Sue about the relationship and where it's headed. And if we go into his relationship panel, it does look like Caitlin Landrick and him have quite the fling going on here. So I'm going to go ahead and have Darren admit his faults to his wife. Here in the public, in front of half of the town. I live for these kind of dramatic soap opera-like storylines. I don't think she's going to be very happy, man. Mary Sue is pretty pissed. I'm going to go ahead and have her break the entire relationship off. I never did this in The Sims 2, and I'm curious to see what happens with the story progression mod enabled. So let's go ahead and have them call off the relationship. And they are now a done deal. So I have gone ahead and now made Kaylin the official girlfriend of Daniel with some cheats. I want to progress the storyline fast on camera, and I'm going to go ahead now and have Daniel propose to Kaylin and have them move out and start their own life together. So I don't know if it's because Kaylin is a non-playable character and just a maid in Pleasantview that I can't get them to move in together, but I'm having the hardest time trying to get Daniel to move in with Kaylin. So I'm going to go ahead and just have Daniel move out on his own and kind of have his own storyline progress off camera. So the Pleasant household is now just Angela, Lilith, and Mary Sue. Looks like Lilith is really taking it to heart about the divorce of her parents. She has a heart-wrenching scene modlet for witnessing their divorce, and she's gonna have that for 2 more days, poor thing. If we look at her relationship panel, she actually is the girlfriend of Dirk Dreamer, which I remember very well from The Sims 2. And obviously she has relationships with her grandparents, her mom, the Burbs, which are her aunt and uncle. Really cool to see all of this extended family in one town. So I think I'm going to go ahead and let the rest of the storyline play out off camera with the Pleasant household. I'm really interested in checking out the Calientes and seeing if we can get Dina and Mortimer together. Here we go. Interesting. So Dina has moved out. This is thanks to the story mode progression. I wonder if she's moved in with the Goths. Wow! This is amazing how this mod works. Dina and Mortimer off camera, like off screen, are already together. So let's check out the Goth household. So Nina is obviously living at her own in the condo now, and Dina has moved in with Mortimer. And again, I did none of this with gameplay. This was all done organically with the story progression mod. Amazing. So Dina is the girlfriend still of Mortimer. So they really still need to kind of seal the deal here so Dina can be the rightful heir to the Goth fortune. After all, she's a gold digger in The Sims 2. I think nothing says gold digger more than getting pregnant by someone who has a lot of money, because then she's got the trust fund secured for the baby. So let's go ahead and have Dina and Mortimer. Woohoo! I would love for Dina to get pregnant with Mortimer's child and to carry out that storyline. I've always had like the fun concept or idea of Dina having a child with Mortimer, and then that child kind of being very competitive with Alexander Goth, and kind of later in life having them compete for the family fortune and who really is the true Goth heir. And then to add more drama, I've always had this storyline play out in my mind of having Bella return years later after being abducted by aliens, only to find that Dina has taken over as the Goth heir, and then try to have Bella overthrow Dina and reclaim the Goth fortune. I've always found that to be like a really fun storyline, and how I had just always envisioned that storyline playing out. So let's go ahead and have Dina and Mortimer make a baby. Oh my goodness. Man, Mortimer still has a lot of energy for an old man. Unfortunately, we did not hear the baby cradle music this time, which means they're gonna have to try again. And Mortimer is getting pretty hungry here, but let's keep trying until Dina has been impregnated. As we know, Dina is a gold digger, so her lifetime wish is actually to see the ghost of Mortimer, and that way she will know that she has truly secured her fortune in life and has become essentially a true gold digger. So that's her aspiration in life, and Mortimer's was to be a creature-robot crossbreeder, very top of the science career, which he has already achieved. So he's already pretty fulfilled in his life.